Hey, this is Saul Roth, actor, artist, and athlete. This is our celebrity body transformation series, where actors change their body to fit a movie role, and I have my all-time favorite. After doing all the research and stuff, I have a new all-time favorite body transformation, and we're talking about Michael B. Jordan, who actually had two. One for the movie Creed, where he transformed himself into a boxer to play the lead role in the movie Creed. But my favorite one, and the one we're going to talk most about on this video, is the transformation to play Killmonger in Black Panther. Totally awesome. So Michael B. Jordan started out, if you look at his early photos, as being very thin. Actually, he's weak. He's literally weak, which makes this transformation so amazing. So, I'm no longer expecting a jock in high school because every time I do this research, I never find it. So this time I was like, maybe it's going to be a little skinny guy. And it was. Michael B. Jordan started off very skinny, lanky, doesn't look strong, no chest development, no arm development, nothing. Pretty face. And so, he got casted as these like macho, intense fighting roles. And he found a trainer called Corey Collette. Now, Corey Collette's a beast of a man. Like old school, like hardcore Arnold looking dude, right? Giant, super shaped muscles, strong as hell looking. So that was his trainer. And his trainer said specifically that he wanted to train Michael B. Jordan to look like a bodybuilding Marine. And I'm like, fuck yeah, I can't wait to see what this, what this plan entailed. And so you start off with Michael B. Jordan, skinny guy, and the trainer, Corey Collette, literally said that he started off barely being able to push up 35-pound dumbbells on the bench press, which, by the way, is incredibly weak. So when I said he looked weak, I was telling the truth. And he built him all the way up to the highest point when he was bulking to play Killmonger up to 115-pound dumbbells. So he went from weak to strong. I think this is the pinnacle of celebrity body transformations, where he changed so much, he doesn't even look like the same person. And this would be the goal of so many guys out there hitting the gym, setting up their fitspos and setting up their fitness idols, is to have a transformation just like this. So, big round shoulders, big full chest, abs more or less cut depending on which role. We'll describe that in a second. So what did he do to build that? Now this is why this is my all-time favorite. Out of everything we've done, first of all, it's the results. The crazy body transformation from weak to strong. And as far as that part, I think he absolutely nailed it. There's that scene in Black Panther where he rips off his shirt and they do the fight scene. And I remember watching that scene and being like, damn, he really built some, he looks powerful, he looks strong. Looks like you're about to fight a big strong guy, right? Rips it off, does that speech. He's got the chest popping. He looks just incredible. I love that physique in that film. I think there's a bunch of people who watched that. A bunch of kids all over the world that were like, I want to look like that. Different people inspire you at different moments. I was inspired by different physiques in the movies when I was building my body. And I'm sure that moment in that spot, there was a bunch of people watching that says, damn, I want to look like that right there. I did a body transformation on the main character, the Black Panther himself, Chadwick Boseman. And I'm sure there's some of that too, but not in the same way as Michael B. Jordan looked as that character. I think he just absolutely killed it. I think his body looks incredible with those full, boom, I think his trailer nailed it when he said, I want you to look like a bodybuilding Marine. And I did. So I was in the military. I did some joint training with the Marine Corps up in 29 Palms, and I think he actually does look like that. I think he nailed it. Love it. So anyways, what did he do? Well, this is interesting because he suffered a lot. Specifically did old school bodybuilding, lots of heavy weight, specifically heavy weight and a lot of it. I mentioned dumbbells. They would do dumbbell bench press. They would do machine bench press. They would do some calisthenic push-ups, but then they'd go right back to flies. So they just worked the hell out of the muscle. They did a ton of shoulder work, heavy presses. They did heavy dumbbells. And they worked out 6 times a week and ate as much as possible, but always really healthy. 6 meals a day, tons of protein. In one of his interviews, he said, chicken and rice. I got so sick of chicken and rice. And this plan will put on mass like nothing else. I was so happy to read this because I'm like, this would work for you at home. This is the exact way I built my body. Except I was not able to to stick on that type of a diet plan. I remember for a whole year I ate a baked chicken. I'm not comparing myself, but I'm just saying like why I was so excited about this transformation. I ate baked chicken from Ralph's, right? You get the baked chicken and stuff. Tried to eat one of those every single day for a year, and I got to where I couldn't. I hate baked chicken now. So yes, I saw his interview. He said I hated chicken, and I was like, I know exactly what you're talking about. And he talked about I was eating 6 times a day. Wow, a lot of discipline. I can't eat 6 times a day. So I thought that was just awesome that he worked that hard. 6 days a week. He worked from his home gym in Los Angeles. Because I'm telling you, when you got to work that much, it makes it way easier if it's right there accessible to you. And he got strong. Went from weak to really strong. He went from looking like he doesn't really lift at all and can't lift up anything heavy to looking like a bodybuilding Marine. So this is my absolute favorite body transformation. Good job, Michael B. Jordan. I hope he keeps it for the rest of his life. Of course, he goes up and down depending on the role. Now I'm going to talk about Creed. So when he played the boxer, they bulked and cut because the original trainer, like Corey Collette, not original, his always trainer. I don't know what I'm talking about. But anyways, Corey Collette does the heavy weights multiple times a day, lifts like crazy, and he does bulking and cutting cycles. So he'll bulk you up. So the reason why people do bulking and cutting is when you're bulking, you're getting stronger, you're getting stronger, you're getting stronger. So you focus on eating more and more and focus on just lifting as heavy as possible and your body grows. And then after that, when you have that bulk and that strength, then you can focus on the mentally challenging role of eating less and still working out and just gradually cutting off all the fat. It definitely works. I used to do a ton of bulking and cutting. This is like a tried and true way. In this series, I say, would this work for you at home? Absolutely. You might not look like Michael B. Jordan at the end of this, but it would bulk up muscle, would build big muscles. It would just pack on as much mass, and then you cut the fat off. This is like the tried and true method to completely transform the way you look, and it just looks awesome. So for Creed, he wanted to look like a boxer. He needed to be the main character of boxers. Boxers work a lot of cardio, and real boxers, at the elite level, they don't lift as much weights. They lift weights, but they don't have a bodybuilder look. They do in the heavy weight classes, but in the medium weight classes and even medium heavyweight, which is what Michael B. Jordan. I don't actually know. I should probably know his weight class for that. But again, I want to talk more about Black Panther. But we're gonna mention Creed. So you want to kind of really get your cardio up, and you want to kind of shred as much fat as possible. So he's a lot leaner in Creed. They bulked the muscles up so he looks good. Then he just tried to cut. And he got pretty lean. I think he could have even got leaner, but not really, because overly lean is not as good for performance. I feel like the Creed body was perfect for Creed. He came off Creed, and he bulked up, got a little more fat than Creed because the Killmonger doesn't have to be as lean. But still abs, still great. And he got huge and totally awesome. Totally awesome. So hats off to you, Michael B. Jordan. You're in LA. I'm in LA. I'd love to fucking lift with you and your trainer sometime. Of course, that won't happen, but I think it's amazing. And you're my all-time favorite body transformation. I think you're a great role model for all the skinny guys at home to be like, hey, look who did. You can transform your body so much. They look like a totally different person. I think your workout, specifically, the tons of bench pressing, lifting heavy as much as possible, doing those deadlifts, doing a ton of dumbbell work, really building up the shoulders would work 100% for everyone if you put in that much hard work. The diet plan, holy crap, I could not stick to something like that, so hats off on that as well. There is one thing I want to mention that's kind of important. Because of the drastic amount of muscle he gained, it was over the course of years, so the time period's okay, but because of the massive amount of muscle and the huge before and after difference, there's 2 schools of thought on if that was enhanced or not. And this series is more about what they did and if they nailed the role. It's not about if I think they took anything to do that, because that's not really the point of this. But for this role, I do want to mention something. There's 2 schools of thought. There's a relatively famous bodybuilder called Greg Doucette who produces a bunch of videos for YouTube. He's extremely popular, and he does a whole series on if someone's natural or not. And he went on this giant rant and said he doesn't want his clients to expect those type of results because they won't get them. And he was said, gun up to his head, he for sure thinks Michael B. Jordan took steroids. But there's a lot of other videos that say he didn't, and I'll give my opinion on it. I don't know. But I believe it doesn't matter because I believe those results are at the limit of what you can do to transform your body naturally, but I think they're there. And so that I think they would represent a complete transformation from weak to strong and about the limit of what you can do with fitness and heavy weightlifting and really, really dedicating yourself to transform your body. If you use something or not, it doesn't really matter. More power to him if you did or not, it doesn't matter. I don't care. I just care about like the hard work, the dedication, and the goal. But as far as did he do something, I think that's possible completely naturally, but it would be at the high limit of what's possible naturally, and you would need hidden good genetics. Even though he looks skinny and weak, there's some hidden good genetics in there because he got big and strong. So either way, it doesn't matter. Did want to put that in there because I do want to cover the whole aspect of the transformation. So I consider this transformation a 10 out of 10 I consider his trainer to be freaking awesome. He created a book that has a crazy cover picture that Corey Collette sells that says like crafting a villain, and it's a big picture of Warmonger looking amazing. So yes, 10 out of 10. Again, if you'd like to see more celebrity acting transformations, like this video and subscribe. Leave in the comments who you'd like me to cover next. And give your opinion on what you think of the Michael B. Jordan transformations for both Creed and Black Panther. I'm about to work out in my own home gym in Los Angeles area. Like this video and subscribe. This is Roth.